Hey guys, I don't have too much time to record, but it's 12:13. I I've been uploading a bunch of videos and uh well, I say uploading. I've been editing a bunch of videos. Um I'm currently rendering uh the 21st, and then the 22nd I'll be rendering right after this, and then I'll be done with the rendering part, and then I'll upload, and then I'll have this upcoming week's stuff all done. um, Looking at the actual videos, man, there's just one day where it's like 3 minutes and that's it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I really need to not like forget um the second half of the day. Uh, but yeah. So the plan, um, right after I'm done recording this, which again I'm gonna be done in like a second or two because I have an appointment at 1:30 with a friend. We're gonna go watch Mortal Kombat or Mortal Kombat 2, and yeah. So it's gonna take me like 25 minutes to get there, and it's also gonna take me like 30 minutes to take a shower. So, I have an hour and 15 minutes. So I don't have much time. Um, but regardless, so I ended up, I have the camera like out for delivery today. So I should see it when I get back. Um, I'm not really sure if I'm going to get the Rogue Ally or not. I'm kind of leaning towards yes. Um, so yeah, we'll see on that. But the Rogue Ally is still like handheld. Um, but aside from that, um, I'm going to be. This is kind of the end of the week. Tomorrow's the start of this upcoming week, and this starting tomorrow, I'm going to be doing some practice on the energy stuff that I was talking about. I'm going to be. I have it written down. I'm going to be doing my writing, even though, like, writing wise, I don't know if I'm ever going to actually release anything. Um, I'm just going to do it anyway, because it's a small amount of time for what effectively is something that I really enjoy doing. So, that plus um, the energy stuff, and then also doing some just base meditation every day. So I think those three things, coupled with the walking and the food, that'll really get me back on the rails. Because I felt very kind of off the rails this week. Uh, so I need to buckle down a little bit. Um, but yeah, I feel like my brain is expanding a little bit in like I have a lot more agency on what I want to do than I initially was kind of giving myself credit for. So fuck it. I'm gonna like the thing I'm gonna go all in on is like the stuff I do every day. And yeah. Um I'm not really sure what all this is gonna look like, but I called this phase the unification phase, and the reason for that is I feel like I'm unifying all of the concepts and all the things I've kind of learned together into one whole cohesive strategy going forward. Um, and what is that going to look like? So on and so forth. So, there's a few things I want to test out, and it's just there's a whole stuff, a whole host of stuff. But what I think I'll do is later today, when I get back from the movie, depending on how nice it is out, I'll take the new camera for a test spin, and I'll talk more about my thoughts. So if I don't do that and you just see me in the evening, well, things might have changed. But yeah, regardless, that's the plan. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna get all my stuff done. So I will talk to you all a little bit later. Bye. Hello. It is Editor Tom, and long story short, I don't really have a way to format the at least I don't know. I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know how to format the 4K video that I shot that was a 4x3 to get it into the max res for um, the software I'm using, the DaVinci Resolve software. I could do some weird. I don't even know what I would be able to do, but regardless, so the reason I'm making this is because initially I had gone on a walk and tested out the new camera. That footage, it's like 30 minutes of me literally just saying, "Ooh, I'm testing. Ooh, this looks cool. Ooh." And I think I talked about the moon too, because the moon looked really good. So that footage, unfortunately, I can't use. So with that being said, yeah, that's why I'm making this. But what I will say is I have since figured out the proper way to get the videos to show up and to be able to edit them in 4K and all of that stuff. So, look forward to throughout the week. I do some more filming with the new camera. So yeah. Anything else? I also kind of just wanted to mention that I have been struggling throughout most of this past week with, I don't know, just figuring out my mental state and all of that stuff. So I'm just, forewarning, just saying, you guys have kind of seen a little bit of it, but yeah, I've just been struggling. And I will say today and moving forward, so today is the 30th. So that would be, what day would this be? So if the 23rd is a week ago, and that's 111, day 111. So this would be day 118 that I'm recording this from. So, yeah, I just want you to know that I have kind of figured out how to kind of get through things and to progress. So, and I also think this week was very important for me to go through in order to get to the realizations I'm at. So, yeah. Anyway, I will, let you guys go. Also want to say, really appreciate everything, all the, I can see, that on average there are more people watching the content, which is great. Um, I still want to do a bunch of side content that would be helpful, such as like uh, if you started watching later, what do you do when there's like 100 hours of content that you don't want to watch? So, or it's like, well, it'd be nice to watch it, but I don't have that much time. Um, so I want to do recap videos that I've been talking about and some other side content. But yeah, that should you'll probably see some of it pop up next week sometime. I don't want to promise anything because anything could really happen, but the plan is to start getting some of that content pumped out because I do enjoy this content and do making this content. And so I think doing the side content would also be really helpful. Um, so yeah, don't know what it's gonna look like yet, but I'm just looking at my calendar, and yeah, I got some plans. So, all right. Thanks for listening. I don't think there's any other editor notes or stuff that I have to do, but yeah. So, I guess have a good evening. Yeah, I guess this is like taking the place of the evening video. So, have a good evening. Bye.